Yo, yo, guys, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me, guys? Hey, anyone? Yeah, if you can hear me, guys, tell me, because I have no idea if it's working right now. Are we good? Yeah, are we good? I'm checking on mods. I'm sorry, give me just a sec. God damn it, the mod is sleeping. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, what the hell? Okay. Submit curios, submit blessings. I don't even know what this does. I guess it exchanges curios. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna do this. Submit curios. All right, lose one curio for 1 star rarity cost or okay, 1 star. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. That's fine. Punklordian. Okay, this is fine, fine, fine. Okay, let's go. Okay, give me something, Scrollum. Yeah, I guess I can just do this.
시에너 밑줄 닉수거 이즈 나우 할로윈.
Oh yeah, thanks for the follow, Sienna. Yeah, I thought the stream died. Like, I was in the middle of choosing, then just died for some reason. Let's see. Shields, I guess. Heal. Okay, sure. Skill points, I guess we can use that. Hey, Hunt. Do I think I have everything? Cause this doesn't actually do anything. I don't have any follow-up attackers. Guess I could use this. 8, 16, 24. Yeah, more than enough to cover. I think it's more than enough to cover everything. No, it's not. These are follow-up attacks. Yeah, true. Might as well. If I ended up changing characters, I guess, you know. And I have this. 10 remaining heat. Okay, so we do this. Okay, I already did that. Okay, let's blast healing just in case. Yeah, sure, I guess. And I think you could just distribute it here. Brain in a vat. More supers. Okay, weakness broken. Okay, this is good. Why is it here? Okay.
Please stay tuned.
Up, dumbass.
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
Existence is unity.
Let the show begin.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Honestly, whatever the result is after this Divergent Universe, this is gonna be, I guess, the most satisfying result that I have playing this mode.
Time to suffer.
Friends? Indulge yourself!
Let the show begin.
It ain't over.
Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live! A miracle.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Set the seas ablaze!
Let the show begin.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live!
What the fuck am I seeing right now?
Let the show begin.
Yeah, keep the skills coming, man.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
All will be swept away by the wind.
Dreams do come true. Let the show begin. Let the show begin.
Time to suffer. Attack to set the seas ablaze! Fight to live!
I mean, I don't have any issues unless the enemy's a bug.
Judgment is here.
I mean, any of the True Stings ones. Yeah. Okay, somebody heal Firefly. Okay, cool.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
I mean, here's the thing. Once Firefly becomes available again in a banner, then sure, I'm probably gonna get her.
Swept away by the wind.
However, there seems to be talks about Rappa being better than Firefly,
My friends?
but I haven't seen her kit yet. So we'll see.
Set the seas aflame. Time to suffer.
Tanker at low HP, yeah, true.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Or at least in my experience, it kind of is. But
Over.
okay, we're done. Great.
Every victory is hard won.
That victory isn't though. Kind of cheesed through it. Look at this. 11 yeah, I got to 11 what remembrance. Yeah, oh man. I mean, it kind of depends actually. I wanted to know what Rappa does first before I decide if I'm gonna get another Firefly or get Rappa, but you know, I believe she's erudition. But you know, again, we'll see. Save current file. Save. Okay, we are at 72. Okay, jump to 3 levels, man. That's good. We have 64 days to complete this, so this shouldn't be a problem. Uh-huh. Click, click. I only completed 7 battles? That's weird. Oh, because I die a lot. That's why. I played a lot of these. I guess it's only counting the ones that I actually finished. Okay, cool. Yeah, it says you have to complete it, so no, that's fine. Protocol 6. And another one to complete it. Okay, cool. Wait, what? I didn't get that. Possess. Okay, you have to not use your money. Okay, fine. Let's claim all. Let me see if I can buy anything. Yeah, well, whatever's later. I can actually just buy this. Like 16 though. Maybe next time. Alright, that takes care of that. Let me just check this if it's already... wait. Wait up. Assignments, okay. Claim all. Haven't done that yet. Have you seen the sus dummy target? Which one are we talking about here? That's interesting. Tell me where it is. I'll go ahead and find it. On the new map. Wait, yeah, give me a sec. What am I looking? Okay, Shanzhou. How to get out of this? Fuck. How do I get? Sorry, give me just a sec. All right. Wait. Have anything? Yeah, nothing. Okay, next time. First floor of the war dance. Okay, let's try that. How do I get out of this again? I'm being dumb right now. Sorry, give me. I have an easy way to do this. Navigate. Oh shit, it's gonna trigger the story. Okay, it didn't. Okay, good. Sky Splitter? The lower part of the Wardan ship. Lowest. Are we at the right place? Says here floor 1. Middle of the map. This is the middle of the map. This one? This one.
Don't look down on me just because I'm a delicate little flower.
The fuck you say to me?
Put some effort into it, darling. You can't break me.
Okay. Okay. Last hit was decent, but wait, does the voice change depending on your character, or is it just, that's the same voice? Because the main character is degenerate as it is. So you'll get a chance to experience it firsthand in the future. I'll never unleash my full might on you. You're so bad. A woman as sassy as incorrigible as you is has me absolutely. I'll let you in a little secret, Scoot. Just a little. Okay. Okay. Are you sure it's actually Bao the whale here? Forgot to introduce myself. Bao Dating. Okay. Yeah, I'm not hitting it anymore.
Put some effort into it, darling. You can't break me.
Wait. It doesn't do it now. Too bad.
Put some effort. Don't look down on me just because I'm a delicate little flower. Don't look down on me just because I'm a. Don't look down on me. Put some effort into it, darling. You can't break me. Don't look down on me just because I'm a delicate little flower.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything anymore.
Don't look down on me just because I'm a delicate little flower.
Should. How did you learn their moves? Okay. 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 All right.
Don't look down on me
No wonder that yeah, by the way, are you guys familiar with Bow the Whale? I think I just referenced it a while ago, but I mean, if you're not familiar, that's fine, I guess. I can give you a preview, but I don't know. Okay, let's just do something normal. Okay, we're doing the quest this time. So,
Star picking tours will take you around Aruma Alley.
what are you doing here?
I'm trying to come up with a new stage routine these days. Do you have any ideas?
Okay. So it's just yeah, I never noticed her here. Okay, yeah, okay. It's basically the same thing that she tells you before. Okay, cool.
Ah, there you are. I was looking around before you got here. I already looked everywhere, but March 7th is nowhere to be found.
So, no need to keep looking for March 7th.
Nope. Let's just assume she successfully skipped class. Actually, she's been quite diligent in her swordplay practice and hasn't taken many breaks lately. I think she deserves a day off. Besides, I used to skip classes even more than her back when I was still learning. If I was in the mood, I could train for 3 days straight. But if I wasn't in the mood, none of my seniors could find me.
Okay.
So, I can understand where she's coming from.
Alright, so then I can go back. Looks like she learned it from her master.
Don't make excuses for her. Since you're here, let me treat you to some tasty food.
Yay.
I'm more interested in you today.
Let me be clear, I'm not learning swordplay from you.
Let's walk and talk.
Hey, March is here. Hey. She's attending class now, come on.
Nisha told me there's tasty food in Arum Alley. Let's go there.
Dumplings and steamed buns.
A table for two, please.
All right, come on in. What would you like?
Well, we'll have one of everything on the menu.
The entire menu?
Do you think it'll be enough?
Oh wait, there's a choice. She's worried. She's worried you won't be able to finish it all. I don't have much money on me right now.
Don't worry, I've got enough money with me.
Yeah, I'll let the kid buy me lunch.
Well,
Okay,
then
go ahead.
I'll start making a few dishes, and if you need more, just let me know.
Thank you.
Speaking of lunch, huh? Are we sure we don't need to look for March? Do you usually eat a lot? Okay,
No, I've thought about it. She deserves a day off.
do you usually eat a lot?
Yeah, actually. Grandpa said to never be stingy when it comes to making friends. So, how big is your appetite?
My stomach is a bottomless pit.
Ah, then eat to your heart's content.
I ain't paying for it.
Well, to be more precise, I'm interested in your sword. Yenqing mentioned you before. He said that you're not to be underestimated, and that your weapon has a unique shape. So, I've always been curious about your sword. How the weight is distributed, what material it's made of, whether it contains any special ingenia, and what kind of sword techniques you use.
It's a baseball bat. Alright, it's not anything special. She's being obsessed, but she is a blacksmith, so I guess it's kind of understandable.
Seriously? A bat?
Are you disappointed?
Just opposite. This is fascinating. So, it really is a baseball bat. Grandpa said that a sword doesn't have to be constrained by its shape. So, in a sense, your bat is a sword too.
It's
He also said that a weapon mimics its master. So, your bat actually reflects your habits in nature, you know? Let me guess. You're someone who doesn't follow the rules, enjoys improvising, and can handle yourself well against tough foes. Am I right?
I mean, a bat is technically a bludgeon weapon, so no, it's not a sword. Also, yeah, no references. Too bad.
Amazing, right? And I bet you always say something silly like, rules are made to be broken.
Yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
So many sword wielders who acted all righteous and moral, but were really just liars. Their swords always told the truth, though. They told me that their wielders were just a bunch of frauds who relied on their divine weapons for everything.
That is basically the
I've hunted down
I'm trying to
hundreds
remember the
swords
genre
like
of
this.
the manhwa.
Every single one of them has been melted down.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the genre of the manhwa she's talking about. I think it's called, any of the either any of the wuxia manhwas or anything that is. Maybe I'm just blathering here, but kind of sounds one of those cultivation manhwas. Anyway, I'm just blabbering here. Wait, you take people's sword and force my person melt them down.
Yes, but only for those who cross the line. Melting their swords is my way of protecting those weapons.
Yoink.
Just looking at a sword is not enough. Grandpa always says, words and expressions can be deceiving, but in a fight to the death, a sword's movements never lie. The war dance is just around the corner. You'll be participating, right?
Miss Yunli, for talented sword masters like you, the war dance is a perfect opportunity to show off your skills and make a name for yourself.
Yeah, basically this story should have been done before the war dance. I already completed it.
But for people like her who've already made significant contributions to the Xianzhou, they maybe don't need to prove themselves on the war dance stage.
Hey, Shikwe. Wait.
It has been a while, Miss Nameless.
And you are?
This is Madame Yukong's secretary.
Thank you for your introduction, Miss Nameless. I'm Shi Kuei. and I work in the Palace of Astrum as the secretary for the Helm Master. I apologize for interrupting your conversation. I happened to hear you discussing the war dance. And since this person is an old
Yeah.
acquaintance, I
They,
thought I'd come and say hello.
yeah. Basically, Ting Yun's voice was like around the end of the well, not exactly the war dance, but the trail. I forgot. I forgot what the name is, but it's, the actual story part. Yeah, after defeating Hule. So I am interested in what they're gonna do for the story, but from the way I'm understanding it, it seems that Ruin May found her ship. Seems that the ship crashed into some planet. I'm assuming it's the blue, because the blue is basically, or either it's in the blue or somewhere where Ruin May is currently residing. She found her ship, and you know basically rescued her. I think that's what happened. And apparently word got out that she survived. Are you hosting any guests, Miss Shikwe?
Yes, with the war dance approaching, many guests from afar are pouring in. Mr. Pavo here is one of them. He's from the distant planet Kalevala. Mr. Pavo's planet recently joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade System. He brought his delegation here this time, not only for business, but also to return something that belongs to the Xianzhou.
Miss Shikwe, the word gift is perhaps more fitting than return. While it did once belong to the Xianzhou, we faced many tribulations to be able to deliver it here, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna
should be
test
considered
something.
a gift.
Okay, let's see. Is it
I
dead?
apologize
Okay,
for
it's
my
kinda
poor choice of
still dead.
words. Mr. Pavo's delegation brought a legendary Xianzhou sword that had been lost for centuries. General Huayan plans to personally thank them at the Palace Astrum and present the sword as a prize to the champion of the war dance. Mr. Pavo and I were actually on our way there. Since you two were talking so enthusiastically about the war dance, maybe you'd be interested in joining us at the Palace of Astrum?
Okay, it died again. Um. Alright, one of the other reasons I wanted to get a new graphics card. It's because of this. Okay, let's go back to this one. Hey Pig, what's up? Wait, let me
I
see.
love chatting about food with people.
Huh, when did this happen? What was this supposed to be for? This one for us saying da 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 da. Okay. I think I'm getting this because I've actually saw someone kneading dough or making bread by punching it. I think it was some video watched. I don't know. Anyway, I was
love
supposed to
chatting about
buy
food with
something.
people.
Hey, I haven't bought this. Wait up, wait
I
up.
love chatting about food with people.
Um, 700 achievements. I'm not sure how many I have. Um, just 612. I don't remember where this is. Maybe it's in maybe it's in that ghost garden somewhere. I don't know. Okay, where is okay, Pavo.
Nice to meet you both. The journey to the Xianzhou Lafu wasn't an easy one, but the scenery here is worth it. It's completely different from my home. Once the formalities at the Palace of Astrum are finished, I'll find a quiet spot on this street and plant a seedling. And then my mission will be complete. The Sword of Heroes will finally be returned to its rightful owners. I couldn't be happier.
Let's talk about Kalevala.
Oh, you're interested in my home planet? That's great. Your Excellency is welcome to visit us at any time. Even though the trade route just opened, it still might take around 200 system hours to get there from Pier Point. But our planet is really great. Yeah, sure, it's a bit cold and food is a bit repetitive and our houses aren't as fancy as those on Pier Point.
How long is this quest?
Doesn't matter. We've discovered massive supernium deposits, and we're on the path to prosperity.
Okay, let's talk about the sword.
You mean the Mieka Kivesa? It's incredible sword.
Collected all the origamis. I think I also collected all of them.
Demons. It is highly revered. It also has the power to choose monarchs. All the ancient kings of Kalevala received a sign from the sword, showing they were worthy to rule the land. According to tradition, each monarch would plunge the sword into a stone, and only a hero recognized by the sword could pull it out and ascend to the throne next.
Yeah, for Penacony though, I think I have not completed all of the games at the I forgot what the name is, but it's where the cartoon guys are at. The film sets. I haven't completed all of them. Biometric technology, or is it appoint worthy monarchs? Huh.
Well, those are just legends from the past. No one today has witnessed it firsthand.
Why don't you keep the swords for yourselves?
Well, times have changed, and now that we have a council in place, the idea of a sword crowning a king has become a joke. Besides, it wasn't a native of Kalevala who last pulled out the sword and recognized its connection to the Xianzhou ship. It was a visitor from afar. Well, the sword holds great
Wait the
historical
fuck up. Give me.
significance for
Wait.
Kalevala.
I didn't read that.
Belong to our world.
Idea of the sword crowning a king became. It was a native of Kalevala who last pulled out the sword and recognized the connection of the Shanzhou ship. It was a visitor from afar. Huh. I may have read it somewhere.
The old-timers on council had a heated debate about whether to return the sword. They eventually unanimously agreed to let the Mieka Kivesa return to where it truly belongs. That's the best possible outcome.
Right, I'm going to witness it. I'm going to witness its return too.
Wonderful. It's an honor to have so many people witness the sword's homecoming.
Okay, thank you, Pavo.
Wonderful. It's a
Come here, pig. Wait. Shikwe.
General Huayan will hold the sword gifting ceremony at the Palace of Astro.
Let's head to the Palace of Astro together.
Not interested in the sword, to be honest.
I am. It's the prize for the war dance, after all. I might not know all the stories and legends, but I know a legendary sword when I see it. Grandpa always asks me to go look at swords with him, but he hasn't said anything about this one. It's really weird. But now that we're invited, let's go and check it out.
Alright, we're going to Yukong's office. Wee.
Short respite, then time for the next fight.
Something I would like to do in the future is that if I can get Topaz and do a mission with either Dating or Peppy, it's like I have like 3 pets out at the same time. I'd like to try that.
There you are. Come on. Let's go to the ceremony together.
Let's go. Yeah, let's make this. What the fuck are you doing here, Argenti? Okay, fine. It's the Argenti everywhere system. I'm gonna do this. Oh, too bad.
Please allow me to offer a sincere compliment, my fair lady. Your beauty is as pure as a snow-white iris. Well, if it isn't my dear friend, glad to meet you again.
Yeah,
Who is this weirdo?
honestly, I don't know why Argenti's actor was replaced and Mr. Tails' actor was replaced. I have an idea why the others were replaced, but not him. Unless he's part of the strike or something, I don't know. But actors for Honkai Star Rail have not been, or rather, they explicitly said that they can play Honkai Star Rail on stream if they're gonna play it on stream. But since it's not part of the strike, but Genshin is, so I'm not sure. Anyway,
Who is this knight?
I am Argenti, a member of the Knights of Beauty. I was invited as a part of the Kalevala delegation to escort the legendary Mieka Kifesa back to the Xianzhou.
okay, now I get why he's in the war dance. I was at the right place at the right time. This is basically the same thing that happened to what's his face? I was thinking of Kave for some reason. Aventurine. If I remember correctly, Argenti was escorting another party to Penacony, but for some reason they ended up in the void and rescued Aventurine. Yeah. Anyway.
May I have the honor of knowing your name?
My name is Yunli.
What a beautiful name. I wonder if you have ever heard the holy name of the pure and flawless goddess Adrilla.
Are you talking about the English VA for Sela? Because she streams a lot for Honkai Star Rail. Molly Jung. So I guess they are not affected by I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they were affected by the strike. I guess it kind of depends on the game. I guess. Sparkle Troll. Okay, I'll have to see that. Okay, we're. Yeah, let's go. Let's go back. Wee.
Oh, you're here, Yunli. Didn't expect you to be so well informed. Well, now that you're here, don't forget your manners.
Manners, manners. Come on. You won't find another granddaughter as polite and well-behaved as me.
Just remember, this is a very serious ceremony. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Mr. Pavo. Now, let the sword gifting ceremony begin.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure.
Before the ceremony officially commences, I want to express my gratitude to the Knight Argenti. Thank you for enlightening us about the sword's origin, and for escorting it here safely so that we may complete this ceremony.
I'm not sure what I was about to say. I was thinking of something, but I blanked out.
On behalf of the Kalevalan delegation, I, Pavel Kalistaya, am here to return the legendary Mieka Kifesa to the Xianzhou Alliance, its rightful homeland.
I'm truly grateful for Kalevala's noble act of returning the sword and for the Knight of Beauty's chivalry. Now, as we gather here on the Xianzhou Lawfu, I officially welcome the sword back to its homeland. Mieka Kivesa. It's a fitting name for a sword with such a legendary past.
Okay, what language is
I
this?
still remember the name engraved on this sword the day it was forged. Gu Yin. Forged by
Kivesa.
Han Guang, craftsman from the Zhu Ming's Flame Wheel Forge.
Wait. Hongguang?
Although its blade is worn and cracked, its essence remains as
Okay,
resilient as the
Kivesa
Xianzhou
origins.
All it needs is some repairs and polishing by the skilled craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission to regain its former glory.
Okay, let's see.
I've decided to entrust this sword, Gu Yin, to the Lawfu Artisanship Commission for restoration. Furthermore, it will serve as the prize for the champion of the Lawfu War Dance. This sword will be wielded against abominations, protect our homeland, and live up to the mission of the Kalevalan
Okay.
returned it from so far away.
Okay, it's Finnish. Apparently, it's the word is Finnish, and it means sword in the stone. No wonder the story is familiar, because it's King Arthur story. Anyway, Kim, what's happening?
Thank you, General. It is an honor for Kalevala.
Give me just a sec. Okay, I'm back.
Now, esteemed knight and delegation members, please head to the Artisanship Commission, where
No! This sword was forged by Hongguang.
Yunli. These esteemed guests have brought back your father's work. Where are your manners?
Oh, I didn't realize the sword was actually forged by your father. Returning it to its rightful owner is,
Grandpa, give me that cursed sword right now. I'll melt away the remnants of that man's curse once and for all.
Yeah, this is awkward. Calm down, Yunli. Cursor, maybe I shouldn't react.
Don't be rude, Yunli. Apologize to our esteemed guests from afar.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making a scene, but I have to melt down this cursed sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands.
Yunli, please, go for now. This is exactly why I didn't want Yunli to know about this. I didn't want to create trouble, but trouble found its way here anyway. Perhaps it really is divine intervention. Could you, please, keep an eye on Yunli for me?
Right, sure thing. I'll make sure she doesn't get into any trouble. Or General, is it really my place to get involved in your family matters?
Don't worry about it. I need your help on this.
Cool.
I
Cool.
apologize for the unfortunate interruption. Let us move on with the ceremony.
At the fervent plea of Huayan, you tell. Fuck!
Unless I'm mistaken, Yunli should be around here somewhere.
I forgot the kid is here. Holy shit. Hey, Grippers, what's up?
Did Grandpa send you to look for me? I bet he did.
So now you're a mind reader. Actually, I'm here because I care about you. Yeah, let's try doing this.
Really? Thank you. Just so you know, I'm here just waiting for the perfect moment to snatch that sword. And once I have it, I'll melt it down before anyone can react. Don't even think about stopping me. No one can stop me.
No one can help you if you don't explain what's going on, or you think I'm just going to let you cause more trouble. Yeah,
Grandpa
explain.
sent you here. Surely he doesn't want you to help me. Have you heard of cursed swords? That sword is one.
So it's a cursed sword that has been cursed, or so it's a sacred sword that has been corrupted. Yeah.
You've clearly heard a lot of folk tales.
But that's not the kind of cursed sword I'm talking about. A cursed sword lets anyone, even a complete novice, wield it with insane skill. Just by holding the hilt, even the weakest rookie can brandish it with incredible speed and strength.
Okay, so basically it's just King Arthur's sword, or, as I said a while ago, it's similar to those cultivation manhwas. With something like that, March 7th could graduate in just one day. So where can I buy one?
Joking around. And I'm not making up some crazy story. While a cursed sword grants instant abilities to its wielder, it comes at a cost. It's like continuously adding fuel to the forge. With each swing, the sword drains the wielder's blood and essence.
Oh, okay, it's one of those.
Will run out, leaving nothing but an empty husk. Soon enough, will no longer be a person wielding a sword, but a mindless, killing machine, consumed by bloodlust and murderous thoughts.
It's actually Heliobi like Wawa's tail. Oh, okay, so it's like being possessed by a Heliobus. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. So yeah, it's technically a cursed sword then.
Oh, so you're familiar with Heliobi? That makes this much easier to explain. There was a lunatic swordsmith who infused metal blades with Heliobi, as he was obsessed with turning weapons into living things.
So Shaman King then.
This is how cursed swords were made.
It's the premise of Shaman King. So Guyun is one of those cursed swords, and so your father sealed the Heliobus inside that sword.
I know, I shouldn't have paused to sing at the sword lifting ceremony. But I've thought this through. If I don't make a fuss now, that cursed sword will cause a whole lot more trouble. So it's better if it's me causing the trouble. By the way, aren't they supposed to be taking the sword to the Artisanship Commission for repairs? Why haven't they come out yet? Any ideas?
Maybe there are other ways out of the Palace of Astrum.
Looks like they're not going to show up here. I'll just head straight to the Artisanship Commission. It doesn't matter why Grandpa chose that sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands. I'll track down every single sword he forged and melt them down one after another. Just like I've been doing all these years. I have to go now.
Is she planning to sneak into the Artisanship Commission and steal that sword? Maybe I should keep an eye on her.
Yeah, that dialogue was too long. My dream pig slept or fell asleep. Okay, let's go, pig. Where do we go? Artisanship Commission. This is far. Okay, let's just teleport. If only the the pet can do actually something else. I mean, leave the OP abilities for Topaz's pig, but let this other pig do something else. Like whenever you're on idle, you start healing normally. Something like that. Or it does something else. Something. Let the pig do something.
Just a while ago, a girl came up to me, all fierce and demanding directions. She said she's a member of the Artisanship Commission. Do you know her?
No idea who she is. If she really works here, how can she not know her way around?
I mean, maybe on later updates, true. Because the first time a pet system happened for a MiHoYo game was in Honkai Impact 3rd, and they actually do something, but they're necessary for combat. Like Jingwei can heal and do fire attacks. Genshin pets don't do anything special though. Yeah, they don't really do anything special. Anyway, I know her. She's from Shanzhou Juming Artisan Commission, or was she carrying a massive sword?
Yeah,
Listen to
she
that.
wasn't big at all. But that weapon of hers was pretty intimidating.
You know, funny story. Now that I'm actually trying to, take all of the information in. But if you think about it, the story that she's talking about, cursed sword and whatnot, and how the sword was found somewhere, and it's from let's say a foreign land. It basically sounds like a King Arthur story, and the name, I forgot the name again. I tried to translate it in Finnish, but it means sword in the stone. So again, King Arthur references, and Yunli's ult. Well, yeah, Yunli's ult and the follow-up attack after the ult is basically just Saber using Excalibur. So now it's a Fate reference. Not that I hate Fate, but it's getting absurd.
Hurry, heading straight for the Artisanship Commission. And I didn't want to ask too many questions.
She said something like, "I'm a member of the Artisanship Commission. Where do you keep your precious stuff?" I got scared and pointed her toward Master Gongshu's warehouse, where he stores his arumatons.
Oh, okay, I'm not an auto.
Wait, why
Not
did
gonna
you
spoil?
keep
Okay,
her
that's fine.
possessions? What if she's planning to steal something?
I don't want any spoilers anyway. I'm just speculating here. Let's cut to the chase. Where did she go?
Where else? Like I said, she was headed straight for the warehouse, where all the valuable arumatons are.
Yeah, that place is filled with Master Gongshu's precious arumatons. I bet they'll give her a hard time.
Yeah, it's Master Gongshu's Pokemon. Guess we could just teleport. Yeah, we just teleport. Wee. Okay. Since you guys are here,
All together.
Pig.
Harmony and unison. Stars echo. White tiger, less cards. What? Yes! Forever. Triumph! Victory is inevitable!
Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you.
And there's another one here. Yeah,
Let's see.
Oh, too bad.
What are you doing here? Look, if I get into trouble, it's my problem. I don't want to drag you into it.
Wait, by the way, check the painting later. The one from the story, the Jingyuan and Luca's father. Is it the one in the museum? Because I haven't checked that. There was a cutscene at the end of the war dance where Jingyuan was looking at the painting. So is that the one in the museum? In the museum. Okay, I'll check it out later. I'll check it out. We're doing here. If you get into trouble, it's my problem. I don't want to drag you into it. Is it really the time to talk about? Is it really the time to talk about that? Promise your grandma. Yeah.
Let's smash these metal cans first. Then we can talk.
Funny thing about this is, well, I guess it kind of is the the designer's choice here. Male automatons look like this. Female automatons have big asses and tits. Yeah, I guess.
Pressing it all together. Nice job.
The fearless knows not fear.
It's almost the same model as the ones from Penacony.
Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Oh.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? Oh, I get it.
Never hesitate. Too slow.
That was the last of them. Thank you for helping me out. This place is heavily guarded, but there's nothing but automatons. Where is the arsenal? Seems like not even those craftsmen know where the arsenal is. At this rate, we won't find anything. And Grandpa might take me away before I can do anything. You're not really here to help me. You're here to stop me, right?
Of course, I'm here to stop you. I just can't stand there and watch you get into trouble, or this cursed sword problem isn't just your problem.
No. It's not. Grandpa made a promise to the delegation, and going back on his word would tarnish his reputation and make things difficult for the Lofu. But leaving that cursed sword here will also make things difficult for the Lofu. So all things considered, the best outcome is for me to melt that sword down and take all the blame. You probably think I'm being impulsive and unreasonable, right?
Well, I just feel like you're too obsessed with the cursed swords. So you are self-aware after all.
Hey, I'm not always like this. It's all because of that cursed sword.
Why don't you just tell me everything?
Look, I owe you an explanation. But this isn't the best place to talk. We need to find somewhere else. Let me be clear though, I'm still pretty riled up. This is just a temporary break. I already told you about Guyan. The sword that was returned during the ceremony. It's a cursed sword, with a heliobus inside. And Hongguang, the swordsmith who forged it, is my father. I rarely mention his name to anyone other than Grandpa. Maybe, like you said, I've been avoiding having to talk about him. But as long as my mission to hunt down cursed swords continues, it's impossible to avoid the topic forever. For some reason, I feel like I can open up to you. Honestly, I don't remember much about him. All I know is that the Pyrogyre Forge used to be a bustling place, with people from all over coming to get one of his swords. They called him the greatest master craftsman since Yingxing. I didn't catch all the details, but I do remember seeing him forge those amazing swords, while the visitors watched with smiles on their faces. I used to believe that craftsmen brought happiness to others. The swords crafted by the Pyrogyre Forge are famed across the stars. They possess exceptional sharpness and invincibility. With these legendary weapons, even ordinary people can become skilled warriors, capable of overcoming the most formidable opponents. But then, he became obsessed with becoming a famed swordsmith, and started crossing all sorts of lines. He forged cursed swords that should never exist. And all those people who desired those twisted swords started flooding into the palace. However, just like Grandpa said, those who excel with the sword will eventually suffer by it. The palace was overrun with visitors from afar. Some left empty-handed. Others got swords that didn't fulfill their desires.
The fuck am I looking at?
And some even resorted to stealing. And in the midst of all the chaos my father created, he ended up being stabbed by one of the swords he forged. It was so sudden.
So basically they just got raided.
And unexpected. Everything went silent for a moment. All I could hear was the sound of bones breaking and blood pouring out. I was frozen in place, unable to move. It was only when my mother pushed me away from the deadly swing of the cursed sword that I managed to escape. I don't remember much after that, except for the pounding of my heart and the sound of my own gasps of breath. I could hear the smiths in the Pyrogyre Forge shouting, "Run away, Yunli!" And the screams of agony. My tears wouldn't stop, and I couldn't see anything. I kept gasping for air until I collapsed in a pool of blood. If General Huayan hadn't arrived in time, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you now. After that, General Huayan took me in and treated me like his own granddaughter.
Okay, so she was adopted. Alright.
He is 100 times better than my sinful father. He taught me forging and swordsmanship. Han Guang paid for his sins, but his troubled legacy must not go unchecked. According to the records, he forged a total of 1,382 Heliobus cursed swords, and 182 of them had unique designs.
Where do you get 1,000
When I joined the
Heliubi?
Pyrogyre Forge for training, I made a vow to hunt down all those cursed swords. So far, I found 312 of them, and Guyan will be my 313th. Like all the other cursed swords, I'll separate it from the Heliobus. Then, I'll melt it down and make it part of the Blade of Forged Remnants. I've said my piece now. Even though it'll be tough for Grandpa, I still have to melt down the sword.
Yeah, but the delegation calls it the Sword of Heroes. I think you should talk to General Wyan about it.
Those travelers who came seeking Hongwang's swords all came in the name of justice and honor. Most of those so-called great heroes were heartless killers. They are only called heroes because they won. Many of the cursed swords I've destroyed had honorable and grand names too. A legendary sword and a butcher's knife are often just different ways of describing the same thing.
I mean, true.
Somehow, after talking to you, I feel like I've cooled off a bit. Well, I'll have an honest conversation with Grandpa tomorrow. And I won't take any action against Gu Yun until he gives me his reasons.
Right, don't forget to apologize to General Wyan.
Yeah. I shouldn't have done that in a public place. Anyway, thank you. We'll catch up tomorrow.
I should go back to the Palace of Astrum and tell General Huayan what happened at the Artisanship Commission.
Why are you here? Who are you? Can you be one day of work, 5 days off, comes with good benefits. What does that mean? Don't play dumb. If it's really you, just say it. Don't beat around the bush. That's not right. Hexagram said pure passerby will definitely be around here during this time. To be honest, are you pure passerby? I am just really passing by. What a waste of time. I thought you were that person who was harassing me a few days ago with a weird username called pure passerby. It turns out you're really just a passerby. What a letdown. I've waited for so long. You look like an outworlder? Well, fine, it shouldn't hurt if I told you. A few days ago, I was browsing randomly on my Jade Abacus, and there was a young man who just turned adult. He was asking if he should apply for the Divination Commission or the Artisanship Commission. I've been there before, so I gave him a brief breakdown of the pros of the Artisan Commission. You see, the craftsmen here earn living with their craftsmanship. Wouldn't it be great to have a skill you could always rely on? Everyone on the Xianzhou knows that the Artisanship Commission oversees many projects, and as long as you work hard, you can earn a lot. If you're lucky enough to invent some kind of mechanical device and sell the patent. So, although you cannot collect fees after the patent protection period expires, if you're smart about it, you can still live comfortably. You can still comfortably live off the patent fees for decades. Besides, everyone in the Artisanship Commission is a craftsman. Over there, skill speaks for themselves. There are no office politics, so young people won't be at a disadvantage if they join. I responded with a well-meaning piece of advice for the kid to apply for the Artisanship Commission. Then this pure passerby guy just chewed me out for that. What was he chewing you on? That. He lambasted me on almost every point I made. He refuted the advantages of the Artisanship Commission I raised one by one and gave me a fierce tongue lashing, saying that I didn't read that. Saying that the most popular work shows mean Divine Commission espouse the wrong path. Okay, this is just yapping now. Why this place? Why haven't we seen him? How would I know? Blah blah blah. And sponsor a little integrity. A few days. Good thing I came early. Odd number lane. Blah blah. By the way, blah 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 blah. Yay, gift. Okay, let's go back to Yukong's office again. Look, it's a gorilla. It's a gorilla.
My granddaughter didn't cause any trouble, did she, young lady? Sorry for all this trouble. Yunli told you quite a bit. Now it's time for this old man to tell my side of the story. Han Guang was my beloved disciple. A rare genius not seen in the Pyrogyre Forge since Yingxing. However, talent can sometimes be a curse. He had an unusual fervor for forging, and he dreamed of forging a sword with self-awareness that surpassed that of humans. He believed it would make warriors invincible without any training. According to him, while weapons of mass destruction like dooming flames and alchemical arrows can destroy many enemies, true victory lies with soldiers who fearlessly fight, ready to lay their lives on the line. Usually, Xianzhou swordsmiths infuse a basic level of awareness into their swords to make them easier to wield. But even then, soldiers need to experience countless battles to overcome fear and sharpen their instincts. So,
There was a choice here, apparently. So he thought of using Heliobite to absorb emotions. He thought of using Heliobite to impart combat experience.
by infusing Heliobi into swords, he managed to forge weapons that could grant their wielders strength and valor, and even make decisions for them. However, weapons are different from regular tools. They are meant to kill, plain and simple. After countless battles, all the anger, fear, and bloodlust are soaked up by the Heliobi within the swords. The soldiers wielding them not only gain strength, but they also become consumed by the malice, turning them into puppets possessed by the swords. No matter how noble Han Guan's intentions were, those weapons, soaked in blood, turned into cursed swords eventually. Later, Outworlders got wind of what he was doing and encouraged him to keep forging cursed swords. They came up with all sorts of reasons, from taking back their kingdoms to slaying demons. And you know what happened next. That massacre took her parents' lives, and the lives of many craftsmen in the Pyrogyre Forge. Yunli managed to survive, but she couldn't escape the horrors of that day.
Wait a sec.
And you know what happened next. That massacre took her parents' lives, and the lives of many craftsmen in the Pyrogyre Forge. Yunli managed to survive, but she couldn't escape the horrors of that day.
I wonder why they changed it. It's basically the same thing, but I guess it's hard to pronounce Pyrogyre instead of Flame Wheel. Okay, cool.
Yes. I don't want her to spend her whole life trapped under her father's shadow. She doesn't deserve to carry the weight of his mistakes. Despite her vow to hunt down and wipe out all cursed swords, fulfilling that vow requires immense effort. Traversing the starry seas in search of the swords is like finding a needle in a haystack. And to reclaim those swords, she has to duel the bloodthirsty wielders, teetering on the edge of life and death. She has taken back over 300 cursed swords, and has suffered the same number of fatal wounds. I took her in to give her a chance at a normal childhood. not to send her on a sword hunting journey. Even if she manages to melt down all the cursed swords one day, what will she do with her life after? Wu Yin is indeed one of the cursed swords forged by Han Guang. Very few swordsmiths could use heliobai as forging material, and Han Guang was one of them. His attempt came at a terrible cost. I thought this sword could be an opportunity. I wanted to tell her that her father wasn't all evil, that even the man she resents so much managed to forge a true sword of heroes. I also wanted to find a chance to tell her about the history and origin of this sword, but not during the ceremony. As you saw, it wasn't a good time. I've instructed the Artisanship Commission to keep the sword safe in the arsenal. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask the people involved.
Hey, Christopher, what's up? Master Gong Shu, there's something I want to talk to you about. General Wayan gave the Luofu a sword called Guyun. How does he speak? I'm trying. Let me see if I can do a Gong Shu impression.
Don't you worry. General Huayan has already conferred his instructions. Right, I heard from my apprentices that a young lady with a sword barged into the Artisan Commission. The General Huayan's granddaughter, right? Is she here to chat or kidnap me?
She's calmed down now. But he promised me that she wouldn't take Guyun until we've confirmed the situation.
What? She's coming to steal the sword? My nerves can't take much more of this. The Knight of Beauty just escorted the sword to the Artisanship Commission. It is currently in the armory without a chance to compromise the mishaps. You just relax. When I have time, I want to hear that girl tell me why she tried to steal the blade.
Yeah, that's the best Gong Shu impression I have.
Since my granddaughter mentioned talking to me tomorrow, I'll be waiting for her. By the way, you watched over her for quite some time. You must be exhausted, aren't you?
A pretty lady like her never gets. Yeah, it's gonna get weird. So totally exhausted.
I'll be counting on you then.
Time to go back and find that class skipping March 7th.
Hey, I found March. Hello, March. Wee. Okay, where do we go? Let's just leave. Okay, cool.
There's a poem that says,
After finishing it all, you return to the Express and came face to face with March 7, caught skipping classes. Of course. Sipping milk and gossiping, time slipped away unnoticed. The next day arrived. Was there something in between those? Because I never got it. Okay, we have a Gong Shu one again.
You there, Trailblazer?
Or nameless.
Are you able to cooperate with us for a bit? Came to come by the Artisanship Commission?
Something happened to the sword. Something happened to the sword. Oh, it's Dahao. It's not Gong Shu. Okay, I'm stupid. I don't know. I don't remember how Dahao sounds. The Artisanship Commission said that they received the sword from General Wayan today. When we checked in, the sword had vanished. Anyway, the Realm Keeping Commission is officially conducting the investigation. I think he just sounded like a normal, pissed off person. I don't know. Do you suspect me? Come on, young lady. It's just a routine questioning. But you did attend the sword gifting ceremony yesterday at the Palace of Astrum, and some craftsmen said they saw you at the Artisanship Commission. Anyway, anyone who attended yesterday's ceremony and lacked a clear alibi will be considered a suspect. The craftsman also mentioned a young girl who broke into the Artisanship Commission with a sword in hand. She bears the bulk of the suspicion. Alright, enough chatter. I'll see you at the Artisanship Commission. Okay, we're getting arrested. March. Hey, look, it's Sparky Sparky Boom Boom. Okay, let's go. Wee. Hey, look, it's the other pig. Hello, pig. Let's see if this one works. Nah, it's not. Okay, let's go somewhere. It actually tried to teleport the small model. Oh, here's the two.
Alright, everyone is here. It's time for questioning.
Yunli, I'm sure you understand why the official called you here, right?
Dao.
But I didn't steal the sword.
I can vouch for
Now
her.
is not the time to use your reputation like that. If we don't recover the sword, we will be breaking our promise to the Lawfu and betraying the delegation. We're counting on you to find the truth, Official Dao.
Yes. It's my duty to thoroughly investigate the case. Even though Yunli is firm in her words, we can't just rely on her testimony.
After everything, the sword still got stolen. Ugh, they should have given it to me from the beginning.
Just
In this
quiet.
case of Gu Yun's theft, everyone involved seems suspicious to some extent. Miss Yunli is the main suspect. First, during the sword gifting ceremony, Yunli openly expressed her intention to steal the sword. She even mentioned it multiple times. After the ceremony, she broke into the Artisanship Commission and destroyed Arumatons in an attempt to get the sword. Am I right?
That's true.
The Realm Keeping Commission inspected the arsenal where Gu Yun was stored, and there were no signs of forced entry through the doors or windows. The only possible entrance or exit was a small window there, just a few inches wide.
Ah, so it's like a locked room murder mystery.
Hey! It's just a theft. The box containing Gu Yun was opened and the sword went missing. But none of the other swords in the room were touched. Which means...
The suspect knew about the box and the sword, and the theft was planned in advance.
Yeah, I don't think it was stolen on a whim.
Exactly. The suspect had a clear motive and took only Gu Yun. So, besides the ceremony participants, only the delegation members had access to the sword.
Could it be that someone from the delegation stole the sword?
In that case, why would they return it to the Xianzhou in the first place?
I mean, yeah, true.
sense. The delegation, led by the Knight of Beauty, delivered the sword to the Artisanship Commission. Craftsmen who received it testified that they didn't take anything from the arsenal.
Could it be that Argenti stole it?
Argenti?
Most likely not, but you know.
That Knight of Beauty. He was with the delegation when they handed over the sword to the Artisanship Commission. You might not know, but he's the one who recognized the sword's origin on Kalevala and escorted it back to the Cienjo. In other words, he's the one who made it possible for the sword to come home. So, he wouldn't have gone through all that trouble to bring it to the Law Fu if he wanted to keep the sword for himself, right?
Could it be that a craftsman stole the sword?
Mr. Gongshu checked the work records, and I questioned all the craftsmen and apprentices who were on shift at the time. But I didn't find any suspicious individuals.
Could it be that I stole the sword?
So, did you steal it?
No, I didn't.
Then stop joking around.
I can prove that she came to me after leaving the Artisanship Commission, so
Oh.
she couldn't have stolen the sword.
Put it simply, not everyone who's seen the sword has been to the Artisanship Commission. Not everyone who might want the sword has seen it. So, the only remaining suspect is Miss Yunli.
Yeah, no wonder.
Fair enough.
So,
I didn't steal the sword.
well, when you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Occam's razor. Nice. Is it Occam's razor? Let me just check. Occam's razor. Oh no, it's yeah, I was thinking of something else. This is a different one. What was that? Eliminated the impossible, whatever remains is okay, it's Arthur Conan Doyle. Why do I mix up the two? It's Sherlock Holmes basically. Okay, cool. Makes sense. No, this isn't the only remaining possibility. I think we might be missing something
You
here.
want to prove me wrong? Better come up with some solid evidence.
Let me gather my thoughts. I need to help Yunli clear her name.
Talk to the
Did we miss
witnesses.
any clues?
Okay, talk to the witnesses. Okay, I think I know what's gonna happen next.
I don't want to make things difficult for official Dahao. Let's do this his way and prove my innocence. If I can find that cursed sword, I can prove my innocence right away.
That would be too convenient. How are you planning on finding the cursed sword? No, that would make it look like you did steal it.
There's something else bothering me. Why would the thief take the sword? Leave the case behind? Did they melt down the sword like I wanted to?
Maybe the case was too much trouble.
Yeah. Maybe. But if the case was too much trouble, wouldn't it be too conspicuous to carry around the sword like that? In plain sight?
I mean, the box itself is intricate, and you'd know exactly what is inside. I guess. I don't know. Change the box.
Who could have thought that the Mieka Kivesa would be stolen? And that the prime suspect is General Huayan's granddaughter? Regardless, we accomplished our mission. And now it's the Cienjo's problem. By the way, why did that girl call it a cursed sword? It's quite upsetting.
Because the sword can take over the wielder's
That's
mind.
enough, young lady. Let me get something straight. On Kalevala, this sword has always been highly revered. The first master of the Mieka Kivesa slew countless demons and then passed it down to a line of wise monarchs. The monarchs would heed the guidance of the hero spirits within the sword and gain insight into defeating their enemies.
That's a common element in myths and legends.
What is, Helio? What? Never mind. The point is that the Mieka Kivesa did help the ancestors of Kalevala build a strong foundation. It's definitely not a cursed sword. The point is that the Mieka...
Yeah, it's the same thing. Let's see, are there other witnesses? Wait. Okay, nothing. Master Gongshu?
Yes, I received your message yesterday and went to the arsenal to check on it. But when I went back this morning, all that was left was the case. I don't know anything else, so asking more questions won't help, I'm afraid. However, as the Master Artisan of the Artisanship Commission, I've got to clarify something.
Yeah, my impression is close.
Stolen, this commission is still highly secure. Wait, no. I just remembered. My precious arumatons were smashed.
Journal YN?
Yunli says she didn't steal the sword, and I am willing to believe her. But I know well that Yunli can be impulsive. So if she did steal the sword on a whim, I won't show her any favors. You were with Yunli yesterday, young lady, so you have the best chance to prove her innocence. Is there anything you need to ask?
Did she come to you afterwards?
No, she was still mad at me, so she didn't come by. If she had come with you, she wouldn't be a suspect right now.
How was the sword delivered?
After the ceremony, Argenti carried the sword case, and together with the delegation, they were escorted by the Cloud Knights to the Artisanship Commission. The artisan there confirmed that the sword was restored. I'm counting on you, Lin.
Okay, the container used to seal Guyun is indeed a sight to behold, but its beauty is radiant, and perhaps this is very beauty that has drawn unwanted attention. Regardless, as one of the few pieces of physical evidence left at the scene, it might hold traces of the thief. Okay, sword case exterior. Okay, masterfully adorned with wire inlays, traces of the pattern lotus flowers, subtly proclaiming its origin from the illustrious Zhenzhou Juming. Sword case lock. Locking mechanism nestled within the case remains intact, bearing no marks of external force or tampering.
So, the thief took the sword from the case without picking the lock?
Whoever... Okay, open the sword case. Notice few smears of red along the bottom of the sword case's interior. It's hard to ignore if a deliberate declaration of existence to those who are viewing the sword case. Extract the red coloring from the interior of the sword case. Oh shit. Few petals teetering on the brink of withering. More precisely...
Why is this flower petal inside the case?
Wait, I missed something here. Single rose petal. What are you talking about? This is two, man. I can count. Hey, pig.
If you found found any clues, feel free to tell everyone.
I'm 100% sure Yunli didn't steal the sword.
I'm not sure if I can convince Mr. Da how.
100% sure. Fine. Let me go through my reasoning again, and you can interrupt if anything feels off.
Okay, it's the debate thing again. Okay, let's see.
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission. Now, Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Gu Yun. But you stopped her in her tracks. After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone and stole Gu Yun. We haven't found any other suspects or evidence.
Can I prove this?
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission. And that was Miss Yunli.
Your statement isn't quite accurate. Argenti, the delegation members, and even me, we were all at the Artisanship Commission at some point.
Alright, I'm gonna stress it out again. Actually, I couldn't stress this enough. I actually like the MC actually talking in this game. You know. Anyway.
True. But they all left after delivering the sword. And the craftsman overseeing the handover confirmed that they couldn't have left with the sword. We looked into it as well. Before Gu Yun was handed over, the side crane at the entrance of the Artisanship Commission captured you leaving. But there's no record of Miss Yun Li leaving.
Oh.
Why would I dare leave through the main entrance after smashing the Arumatons?
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who... Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Gu Yun. But you stopped her in her tracks.
What Dahao said seems right. Exactly. So at least Yunli didn't steal the sword at that time, because we were at the Arumaton warehouse.
If your testimony is reliable. I'm not implying anything, but we need to scrutinize every piece of evidence. Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the... After bidding farewell to you,
After Yunli and I went our separate ways, I messaged Master Gongshu to inform him about the incident. And much later, Master Gongshu told me the sword was confirmed safe. So up until that point, Yunli couldn't have stolen it. Can I prove this?
after bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone. We haven't found any other suspects or evidence.
Looks like you're missing some crucial evidence.
There are no signs of the arsenal being broken into, so... The only real evidence is the sword case.
No. The fact that there are no signs of a break-in is suspicious in itself. Which piece of evidence should I use to convince Dahao?
We haven't found any other suspects or evidence.
Let's see. Yeah, because the lock basically is intact.
I carefully examined the lock of the sword case, and there were no signs of tampering or damage.
What does that mean?
And basically anyone who has access to the case, yeah, was never locked.
As
Okay.
to why the case was never locked in the first place, only the people who delivered it to the Artisanship Commission would know. Plus, I found something else inside the case. Which piece of evidence should I use to further convince Dahao?
We haven't found any other suspects or evidence.
I found this in the crevice at the bottom
Yari.
of the case.
A rose petal? Huh. Yeah, I must have missed it during the search. But why was there a petal inside the case?
I don't know. But I do know that wherever that Knight of Beauty goes, he always leaves behind a trail of rose petals that's almost impossible to clean up.
Okay.
My thoughts are a mess. Let me sort them out. The sword case was never locked, which is evidence that only someone who delivered the sword could have done that. And the rose petal was probably left behind by that Knight of Beauty.
The thing here is that if Gongshu actually
He managed to take the sword from the Artisanship Commission. Why did he steal it after returning it here? And why would he leave that pedal in the case?
I guess it's gonna be explained a bit later, but if Gongshu says that the if he's only saying that the case is intact, then he didn't look inside. So the sword could have already been stolen by then. How am I supposed to know?
Guyun flew out of the case on its own. The Night of Beauty only unlocked the box to aid its escape.
Don't be ridiculous. How can a sword escape from a case on its own?
You've never seen a flying sword before?
I've only heard about the Mieka Kifesa being able to fly in legends. But even if it could fly, why would the Night of Beauty do this?
Like I said, the sword contains a heliobus. Argenti must have been under the control of the sword. Maybe he was under its control even before you arrived on Alofu.
Official Daho, where can we find that knight?
Let me see. The docking location of Argenti's ship. The one and only.
Let's go. We've got to find Argenti before that sword completely takes over his mind.
Okay, so we're going to Starskiff Haven. Wait a sec. Before I do that. Okay, nothing. Okay, let's go. We're likely gonna teleport here.
Short respite, then time for the next fight.
The show begins.
Feeling lucky.
Each blossom can define.
Let's see.
In the corner of Skarsgård, blah 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 blah. I am the storm that is approaching.
I've been waiting for you here for quite a while.
Speaking of that, I think I have. Give me a sec. Because I haven't tried this, but maybe next time I would. There's no sound. Come on. Yeah, it didn't have the sound for some reason. Anyway, sorry about that. I just wanted to test it. The sound's kind of broken for some reason.
Night of Beauty.
Okay, give me just
You're
a sec.
the one who stole Guyun, right? Hand it over. You have no idea how dangerous that cursed sword is.
Yeah, kid wanted to go out, couldn't open the door for some reason.
Dangerous? In my humble opinion, the real danger is always the hand wielding the weapon.
Yeah, true. So why steal Guyan now, or you intentionally left the rose petal behind?
Yes, I did. As a driller's knight, I've sworn to live in poverty, and I abhor theft. I had to leave behind a rose petal in order to keep my promise to Master Guyan and uphold my knightly oath.
What? What do you mean?
I agreed to assist Master Guyan in its escape from the Xianzhou. As the person who pulled it from the stone monument, captivated by its beauty, I must not let it down.
Okay, Arthur.
I stayed in the arsenal to convince the craftsman, nor did I want to take the sword like a thief. That's why I left behind a small piece of evidence that pointed to my identity, in the hope of an open and honest conversation with you.
Whatever your reasons are, you're planning to take the cursed sword away from the Xianzhou. Hand it over to me.
Back then, it was the beauty of Master Guyan that impressed me. So I willingly embarked on the journey to return the sword. But unfortunately, Master Guyan's homeland is no longer the ideal place for it to return to. As a knight of beauty, I must not abandon it halfway.
I know. He's completely captivated by the power of that cursed sword.
It's like a devil that can mess with your mind. How can we snap him out of it?
That's what makes cursed swords so scary.
Captivated? No, I am touched by Master Guyan's.
I mean, Argenti talks like Argenti.
To be honest,
So
I'm confused why none of you can understand this sword. This is quite heartrending. I've already made up my mind to take Master Guyan away from the Xianzhou.
That cursed sword has messed with your ability to think. But I'll break you free from its grip. I'll shatter its illusion. And the sword itself.
Fair lady, if you're intent on taking away this person, this sword that is under my protection, please engage me with a fair duel according to knightly etiquette. As a representative of this duel, I, Argenti, challenge you.
representative.
I swear on the spirit of chivalry, in front of a driller the beauty, that I will represent Master Guyan in this duel. If I win, you will allow Master Guyan to leave the Xianzhou with me. If you best me, Miss Yunli, I'll accept my defeat and turn Master Guyan over to you. Do you accept my challenge, Miss Yunli?
Fine. Let's see whose desire is stronger. Your desire to take it away, or my desire to hunt down all cursed swords. Show me what you've got. You're not going to use Guyan to fight for victory?
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper duel like this, a knight should rely on the skills he's honed day and night.
You're a real weirdo.
I honestly wanted to know how I can get this
Opportunity doesn't knock on its own, you know.
music. I'm not sure if I already have this.
Bear witness. Let the duel commence. Let's sign here. Put forth all your might.
Fearless knows not fear. I won't do.
Flesh.
Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
I've lost. According to the rules of a knight's duel, I should keep my promise and hand over the sword to you. But before I do that, I hope that you, as the winner, might have the mercy and listen to Master Guyon's past experiences.
Yeah, because there are some Heliobai that are actually good. If I remember correctly, on one of the missions in one of the ghost missions, you actually talk to one of the ghosts, and you can decide if you want to free that ghost or not. And I do remember you seeing them at the Express before just to say goodbye before he leaves and goes for somewhere. I don't know.
This sword has been cursed since the day it was forged. Place it in front of me, and let me destroy it.
Do what she says, knight.
But
you've done so much for me already. It's time for me to face her alone.
Oh yeah, the ghost for because there was a mission for March. Yeah, I don't remember much about the story, but yeah, I do remember March commissioning something about something happening weird and stuff. So whenever she takes a picture, there's like a ghost figure showing up. Argenti draws for the ancient sword, scarred from countless battles before blah.
No fighting. I just want to share my past with you. To explain why I wanted to escape. After that, I'll leave my destiny in your hands. Are you afraid to witness my past, little girl?
Afraid? Well, you do have a different aura from other cursed swords. But you're just trying to use my curiosity to lure me in.
Well, you know best that a single touch won't snatch away anyone's sanity.
Just be careful, Yunli. I think it's worth a shot.
Fine. Show me your past.
Nah. Knight understands the rules of knightly duels. He sees us arguing, instead eagerly awaits for you and Yunli to listen to Guyon's past.
It's already impossible to contact the main Cloud Knight forces. What awaits me will be a long and lonely war.
Follow me.
Is this... Yun?
Oh crap. Okay, why are we in Belobog?
Intercepting sword technique.
It's so cold here. I didn't feel it when I was in the thick of battle. And now it's freezing me to the bone. indeed a masterpiece from the Xianzhou Zhuming. If you hadn't taken control of my body, I probably would have been decapitated in that fight.
Quiet, and stay alert. Boris and Wolf Troopers never give up the hunt.
Hey, just relax a bit. It's been over 300 days since we were both stranded on this planet.
So they were in Belbog.
The transmitter never rings, so I guess we can't count on that anymore. The people on this planet still use beasts to pull their carts. Obviously, there's no way they can help us fix the star skiff. Looks like we're stranded on this forsaken planet for the rest of our lives.
The rest of the Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. Are you feeling any desperation?
Unless it's a planet with winter season. I don't know.
Yeah, a bit. Perhaps.
When things get too rough for you to handle, just leave everything to me. No need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Yeah, sure. If I really can't handle things anymore, I'll leave my body to you. But now is not that time.
Do you really think you can oppose an entire Borisan army with your limited skills? What are you holding out for?
It's true that I'm stranded here, but it seems like that Borisan pack is in the same boat. By the way, Guyan, do you know what a seed is? A seed may seem insignificant, but with careful cultivation and time, it can grow into a huge, unwavering tree. You said that the rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. You're right. That's why I intend to plant a seed named Resistance here, and nurture it for the rest of my life. I want to show the people of this land how to defend themselves against those monsters. I can already see the seed in the eyes of those people.
You really think you can do it? Why not just give me control, and we can revel in the bloodbath together?
What was the memory I just saw?
It was a memory of me and a Cloud Knight, stranded on an unfamiliar planet. We crash-landed on a planet occupied by Borisan. Just the two of us.
I can feel that it was a lonely war.
I'm alive. But all the young people in the village...
They died. They died for you. They died because of your big promises. Promising them a life free from the Borisan. I tasted their despair before death. They didn't see it coming.
Wait, I missed something. I'm alive, but only... Oh, okay. So basically, the whole planet is already taken over by the Borisan. You tried to save them, but they all died. Okay, I got it.
And neither will you.
We can't stay here. Let's move on to the next village.
Why? What's the point? You and your sorry excuse for an army have been fighting for over 3 decades, and you haven't won a single battle. What you're sowing is not resistance, but despair. This world is hopeless. It's completely infested with packs of Borisan. You've seen their numbers, and you know their methods. And those commoners you've put your hopes in, they just kneel down and worship the monsters devouring their children and families, calling them their Beastmasters. You beheaded one of the Beastmasters for their sake, but they turned on you because they were scared of the Borisan taking revenge. You remember all that, right?
I do. I remember my first death. The Borisin cut off my head. But I also remember that if it weren't for a brave youngster who risked his neck to reattach my head and give me a proper burial, I would have disappeared completely. I remember everything the people did for me.
Wait, is that how Moro works?
My cave, fixed my fur coat, and some even joined my resistance. The rest of the Xianzhou native's life is still terribly long, and there will be new youngsters who will stand beside me in battle. Time is on our side.
You said it was a lonely war. No. It wasn't a war filled with loneliness, but with despair. So much despair that I don't want to ever taste it again.
Yeah, I can go here. I don't know why. Am I breaking the game? Jeez, I think I am breaking the game. Yeah, but it would have been great if they actually made a separate map for this. So I know that they have to use assets, current assets, but I think they can make a different looking world with the assets that they already have instead of using just Bellowbog. Because if it's just gonna be like this, it's you're just telling a story. You're not really going back to this place multiple times. So
I'm leaving.
Where are you going, Your Highness?
oh, you're a king now.
I'm returning to my homeland. A distant place beyond the sky. I'm not coming back.
But what should we do with you gone? What if those wolf demons show up again?
They won't, my child. You've wiped out the last of them. But before I go, I need you to do one thing for me. Even though the wolf demons are gone, new monsters will appear in this world. Soon, a demon will appear, donning golden branches and knowing only bloodshed. However,
Okay, so the abundance.
my children, I'm entrusting you with this sword that's been with me in countless battles. Use the skills I've taught you over the years, and you'll surely defeat that last demon. But that's not all. I need you to construct a stone monument for me. It must be large and sturdy enough to seal the remains of that demon forever. This is a debt you owe me, and you must fulfill it. Do you understand?
You lied to them. And you lied to me, too.
Oh?
You promised that you'd give your body to me when you couldn't handle things anymore.
Well,
This Xianzhou native's life has finally come to an end, my old friend. How about one last chance for revenge? Come and bid me farewell for the final time.
He had long since come to some understanding. I could sense a mix of intricate emotions flowing out. It wasn't bloodlust, or anger, or fear. What he had left for you was hope.
They've learned how to fight monsters. But there's still one last monster lingering in the world. Kill it, my old friend. He left me there without ever looking back.
Right, let's see. We
Thank you, my old friend.
yeah, gold antlers. It's guy being Mara struck.
Iliobai can taste human emotions. How do my emotions taste? My old friend.
A hint of bitter compassion and a touch of scalding courage. Your heart's deepest desire is to end war once and for all. Now, the war is finally over. Can you hear? Even though you can't hear me anymore, my old friend, I'll do everything I can to bring an end to all conflicts in this world.
So, this is the past of the Kalevalan people's Sword of Heroes? You helped the people of that world bring an end to war?
No, I did not. I am a weapon, and I only became the cause of more conflicts. Countless monarchs of Kalevala saw me as a symbol of kingship endowed by nature, and they waged wars in order to possess me. I grew tired of their wicked intentions. I didn't want to kill for anyone anymore. So I returned to the stone monument where my master was buried. And since then, no one was able to remove me from it.
Thus started the Arthurian legend.
You allowed Argenti to take you away?
Because even after all this time, I still wanted my master to come home.
Yeah, we have the arbor over there.
Intercepting sword technique.
During the sword gifting ceremony, I felt anguish when I learned that I would be handed over to the most skilled sword master and once again become a tool for killing. My master had engraved his deepest desire into my blade. End war. As a weapon, my purpose was predetermined from the start. I had to become a deadly sword that would relentlessly hack and kill. But once I fulfilled my mission, would I have the right to choose my own destiny like he did? So, I asked the Knight of Beauty to help me break free from this never-ending cycle of bloodshed.
These thousands of years have naturally turned into memories of mine. I think I understand the beauty the knight was talking about now.
I don't want to be a sword that brings death. My war ended long ago. The years spent as a tombstone were my finest.
Yeah, it is lunchtime.
I've told you everything about my experience with Master Guyan on Kalevala. And now, I'm sure that Miss Yunli is as moved by the sword's flawless beauty as I was back then.
Even though I had heard the legends of this sword from the delegation, delving into its memories was still fascinating. Yunli, I trust Guyan's experiences have changed your mind.
Yeah, this story is great, actually. Okay, I had no idea this sword is such a past. John Wyan said this sword would change you.
That's why Grandpa hid it from me. So I wouldn't make a hasty decision. I always thought a cursed sword infused with a heliobus would only bring rage and slaughter. I never thought someone could leave behind the desire to end war, and even change the nature of the cursed sword. My position was too extreme. Guyan is truly a sword of heroes. I apologize to all of you for my behavior. I'm sorry.
Now that we've proven Miss Yunli's innocence and found the sword, should we now return it to the arsenal?
No. I'm still going to melt down this sword.
Wait, what? I'm still gonna melt this sword down. Okay.
I've heard your true desires, Guyan. I can sense that you're tired of being a sword. Constantly serving new masters and fighting battles you no longer want to be part of. Right?
But being a sword is my destiny. I'm doomed to serve some master and fight battles endlessly. Can the wind choose to stop blowing? Can a cloud choose to stop drifting? No. It's the same for me. A creation with a predetermined destiny.
That's not true, Guyan. That nameless swordmaster shaped his own destiny. So you can too.
I just can't picture my destiny being anything other than that of a sword.
Do you remember when you stood alone in front of the swordmaster's stone monument? People admired you because you carried the memories of the hero. You are no longer a sword. You were a memorial.
Later, as I became worn and weathered, the gentle wind would pass through the hollows of my body, creating melodic tones that echoed in the distant mountains. I became a musical instrument then.
Airplane.
I miss those times.
Can a creation become what it wants to be? The answer is yes. I'll grant your wish, Guyen, and transform you into something different.
Something different.
But this is the price for the war dance. If the Kalevalan delegation finds out... Please, say something, General Huayan.
Well, my granddaughter has always been stubborn. Are you really sure about this, Yunli?
What do you all think?
Fulfilling Master Guyen's wishes is the reason I came to the Xianzhou. With the driller's blessing, you could turn Master Guyen into a plow. But as long as it fulfills his wish to end war, I support it fully.
Then, I'll leave it to you, Yunli.
It's been an honor getting to know you like this.
The honor is mine. Thank you, Yunli.
Why the long face, my child? Are you feeling regret, perhaps? You were completely determined when melting down the sword, so why the sudden change of heart?
Grandpa, I melted down the prize for the war dance. How are you going to explain this to the Lawfu?
Oh, am I hearing right? This little girl is worried about her grandpa. Didn't see that coming.
If only I'd talked to you from the beginning, Grandpa. Maybe things wouldn't have escalated like this. But at least Guyen got what it wanted. I have no regrets there.
When it comes to swords, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. So, are you planning to continue melting down the rest of Hongguang's swords?
Yeah. Guyen is unique. But the other cursed swords are still too dangerous for anyone to handle. But maybe I'll try to be more patient next time.
Be more patient. Well said. Remember what you learned today, because there will be many more situations in the future that will require you to be more patient.
Understood. But what about the prize?
Well, ever since you showed up at the ceremony, I had a hunch. So I prepared another sword as a backup plan. And don't worry, this one has nothing to do with Heliobi.
That's perfect.
By the way, the ambassador from Kalevala and that knight went to Arum Alley. They're looking for a spot to honor the hero. Why don't we go take a look together?
Okay, let's go. Majima and Kiryu. Oh boy.
Oh, General Huayan. you here?
Well, my granddaughter was inspired by the heroic legends told by the Mieka Kivesa. So she dragged me here to take a look.
Why did you choose
I
this
come
place?
from a long line of Kalavalan monument keepers. For generations, my family has guarded the stone monument left behind by the nameless hero. Over the centuries, a golden tree sprouted from under the monument, and its branches have never withered. We Kalevalans see it as proof of the hero's existence. Before leaving Kalevala, I took a branch from that golden tree, hoping to plant it here to represent the hero returning to his homeland.
That sounds good. We Xianzhou people don't make coffins or set up memorials, so I'm sure he would be happy to rest here where life is bustling.
I have a concern regarding where this tree is placed, but I'll mention it after the sequence.
The hero had asked our ancestors to carve something into the monument, so I made a copy of it too. While the inscription is pretty worn with age, perhaps you can still make out some of it.
I have drifted far from my homeland on the brink of death. Yet, I take solace in having honorably fulfilled my duties. Should you feel compassion for me, kind traveler, please take a handful of soil hence and bring it back to the Lawful. Mr. Pavo, I wonder if that hero ever left a name in your history.
I apologize, but the hero's epic battles happened long ago. He did not leave any name for us to call him. But in our mythology, he came from the heavens, and so we call him the Cloud Knight.
Ah.
Welcome home, Cloud Knight.
Now, you can also rest here, Lian.
Okay, they changed him to a Koto though. That's nice. Okay, regarding the position of the monument, because there's a smuggler here, and this one. So yeah, just saying.
As a punishment for being an accomplice in this theft, General Huayan has assigned me to guard this golden sapling and recite the story of the hero and this legendary sword to passers-by.
Are you gonna stay here?
This is not a punishment at all, and I gladly accepted it. Spreading the message of beauty to the Xianzhou residents is exactly what I desire. However, I plan to leave the Xianzhou soon and continue my travels. May our paths cross again in the vast cosmos, my dear friend.
Cool.
I'm feeling a bit emotional. I'd like to stay here for a while. Thank you for your guidance. I'm truly grateful. By any chance, would you be interested in taking sword lessons with me? Like March?
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't think I can endure the hardship. Maybe not. I have my baseball bat.
Thank you.
Aw, it's the same thing. No comments. God dang it.
Now that my mission is accomplished, the delegation will be leaving the Xianzhou Lawfu soon. But of course, the experiences here will become an epilogue to the hero's stories. This golden sapling will become a part of the everyday scenery of the Xianzhou. I believe it's what he would have wanted.
Are you sure this is not a monster of the abundance? You know, just saying. And I'm assuming ancient Guzhong. Its body and strings appear to be crafted from a unique kind of metal. Even without the human's touch, it occasionally bursts out notes as if humming an untuned melody for someone unseen. Aww. Okay, so at least we're done with that. Let's go to. Oh, there's another one. Before we do that, though, I promise I'd be going to the museum. So let's go ahead and do that. Yarrow 6. And museum. Hello, Eris.
Welcome to the museum.
Have I completed? I mean, I already completed this, but is there anything new? Yeah, I got everyone. You have Sampo. Changing Eunice to Sampo. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, we basically completed everything anyway. Let me just check. Oh, haven't done yet. Okay, cool. Neat. Okay, so we need to find the Okay, here we go. Found it. Photograph taken several hundred years ago, depicting the enduring friendship of the Shenzhou Alliance and Belobog. People are like a giant tree, closely intertwined and ever-growing. People shape history, history creates heroes, heroes inspire the future, and the future brings forth new people. Aww. I wish I can go to the upper floors, though. I think I... No, I don't. Hey, kids. Yeah, we have Bronya here. Yeah. I don't even know why baseball bat is there. Okay, so we are good with that. Yeah, I'll do this at a different time. But Sila's here, so... Oh, Sila. Where's Sampo, though? Hey, Hook. Where the heck is Sampo? Okay, I guess we're good with everything here. We're able to complete the story. We've done the dailies and Divergent Universe and Pure Fiction. I thought it was MOC, but apparently it's just Pure Fiction though. So I guess everything's good, and it's already like what 1:30 p.m. I haven't ate lunch yet, so I guess we can end it here. Actually, we'll use this music, the same music here. Where's my OBS? Okay, found the OBS. All right, so I think my model is not dead anymore. Okay, we're good. All right, so yeah, as I said, everything we basically completed everything now, so we're ready for the next patch. So right now, I would just like to mention the following. Yeah, Sienna Nitska and Wenji Vescu. Thank you so much for following, and we did have a couple of other people on chat. I guess I wasn't able to get their take note of their names, but we do have Christopher, and let me see if there's any lurkers in chat. Okay, I think we have these. So and Civilization TV, Dan Dice 1222, Christopher, the editor, KPY, Nini Bear TTV. I think she's streaming right now. Redstinct. Thank you again for for visiting, and let's see if we can raid someone. Someone who's still doing. I guess if you're okay with the same game, Honkai Star Rail. Let me see if there's anyone available. So help others out, because for some reason none of them are showing any English streamers though. They're all either Spanish or they're all Spanish, or if not Spanish, just basically a different language other than English. So let's see. Okay, people are doing pure fiction. Let's see someone who's actually just starting the game. Or not starting the game, but just someone who just started. These are all like Panaconi. Okay. Give me just a sec. Okay, my model's dead again. Let's see. Okay, someone's doing war dance. Yeah. This one's French. Okay, this one's in Japanese. Yeah, give me a few more, a few more seconds here. Give me just a sec. Okay, it just refreshed for some reason. I'm gonna check this. Oh, I just closed it for some reason. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna start over looking for some